I think the terrible, terrible events of the last few days are brought into sharp focus that this hasn't been the place we've grown up in for some years.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Sydney Opera House, and obviously this happened at Bondi, and these locations are chosen for a reason, which is that they are iconic, identifiable locations. Bondi Beach is not just a random beach, it is a national symbol and an international symbol of the Australian way of life. I mean, it doesn't get more Australian than Bondi Beach, which represents egalitarianism of people of different races and cultures mingling at the beach, where we have, I mean, some people say Manly was the first, other people say Bondi was the first life-saving club set up in the world, which was based around self-sacrifice, of volunteering, of people coming together to stop people dying and drowning in the ocean. It represents everything about the Australian way of life. To me, there's almost no more Australian location than Bondi or the Sydney Opera House, and those two locations have now been sullied forever. I mean, Bondi is no longer a beach, it's a battle zone, and it is a graveyard. And the reality is that these locations were chosen deliberately as an act of terrorism.
And the acts of terrorism, of Islamic-inspired Islamism terror, of course, haven't just occurred in Sydney. Here in Melbourne, over the years, there have been acts of terrorism too, and they go back some years. Every Australian remembers the tragedy of the Lindt siege. This is a pattern, and it continues, and sadly what happened on the weekend was but the latest and most tragic event.
Yep.
That Australians have to face up to. The challenge is, what will change? Will anything change?
Nothing will change in the short term, sadly. And the reason we say that is because
Nothing's changed so far.
that, and nothing gives me confidence in what Albanese has said, that this government is up to it. Nothing what Chris Minns has said shows that his government is up to it. The first thing that they clung to were gun laws. The idea that somehow the current gun laws were a cause of somebody possessing an ideology to kill people based on their religion is absurd and demeaning and embarrassing. The other thing they talk about are anti-hate speech laws. Well, we have some of the most, if you want to use the term, strongest anti-hate speech laws in the Western world. They did not stop this. The problem is not so much what people are saying, although
It's
that
what
is
they
a problem.
believe.
It's the fact that we have thousands and thousands of people in this country who believe those things, and it only takes one or two of those people who believe those things to act on those beliefs for something like this to happen. I have no confidence that something like it won't happen again. There's also a question about our intelligence agencies. Did they know about this? Did they not know about it? How did they not stop it? Or was the Prime Minister just not listening to them when they told him about it? How many more people like this are here? Why won't the Prime Minister tell us about this? So Australians can't have any confidence at all that this Prime Minister and this government are going to fix. And this is not just an anti-Semitism problem. It is most obviously acutely felt by Jewish Australians, but this is an Australia problem. The attack at Bondi was an attack on all Australians, and to say it was only an attack on Jewish people, though that obviously was the focal point, is to diminish the significance of what this means to our entire country. I mean, how can Australia go on the way that we've been going on when we have people in our midst that think that this is acceptable and that believe these things?